Recording. Great. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Happy Wednesday. My gosh, long weekend. It feels like forever since I've seen everyone, so I'm excited for you to be here. Playlist today is Cloudburst, and we're going to get started in seated, putting on your playlist when you're ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I just realized I don't have my headphones, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. No headphones today. That's a lie, I found them right here. Okay, so make your way into a comfortable seated position. Starting off by closing your eyes and grounding down into your body. Don't mind me, I'm just getting us started here. There we go. Are just joining us. Here is a playlist for today. You can start that. So this morning I did a practice with one of my teachers, and something that she said that really resonated with me was, what's in our way is the way. What's in our way is our way. So as we move through our practice, there might be a few poses that may challenge us. And sometimes it's easier to just be like, oh, well, I can't do that or whatever. Maybe you could befriend reality instead. And maybe choose the path of resistance. So in your kneeling position, starting to deepen your breath. Allowing your hips to be heavy, the crown of your head to feel light. Breathing in through your chest to the bottom of your ribs, all the way to your hips. And as you exhale, letting it go. 2 more times, just like that. Breathe in, past throat, chest, into your stomach, down to your hips. And then exhale, let it go. 1 more time on your own, taking a big breath in. And out. Right away, let's make our way into tabletop, starting with cat-cow. Continuing with your ujjayi breath if it's in your practice. And feel free to freestyle or flow here. You have 5 breaths on your own. And then on your last one, tucking your toes, push back into your first down dog. Pedal out your heels if you want. Ooh. I don't know about y'all, but after this long weekend, I am feeling stiff. Holy moly. Whew. Walk your feet in a couple of inches. Shift the weight into your left hand. Right hand reaches for the outside of your left leg. And then drawing your chest closer towards the left, maybe looking up under your left armpit. If you notice that your hips are shifting further to the left, try and draw them back a little more over towards the right. Come back through center. Reset in your shortened down dog. And then your left hand reaches for the outside of your right leg, looking up under your right armpit. Dragging your hips back towards the left just a little bit. And then coming back through center, walk your feet up towards your hands, forward fold. Any variation you want for 3 breaths, maybe grab opposite elbows. You could interlace your hands at your low back, stretching them up and away. Give your head a little bit of a shake. Fingertips come back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And one more, inhale, halfway lift. And this time when you exhale, butterfly your lips. Maybe let's do it one more time, breathe in. Exhale, flutter your lips. And let everything be really heavy here. And then hands on your hips, elbows high, bend into your knees. Use your inhale, root to rise, come up to standing. Release your arms down by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, gaze goes up. And as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back into your high or low plank. Find a lift through your core. So this is plank, this is plank, this can also be plank. And then when you're ready, lower yourself all the way down. Untuck your toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower, push back into child's pose. Tuck your toes, push back into down dog. Big toes touch, deeply bend your knees, step, jump, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up, gaze goes up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, back beside Tadasana, mountain pose. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step, jump, float into your high or low plank. Lower yourself halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, this time down dog right away. Stay here for 3 breaths. And if you've lost that ujjayi breath, start to come back to it. So audible inhales in and out through your nose. And if 3 breaths in down dog isn't going to work for you today, maybe you want to take a child's pose, that's cool too. Big toes touch, deeply bend your knees, step, jump, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, back beside. One more time, 1 breath per movement. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step, jump, float, high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog, 3 breaths. Getting our heart rate flowing, moving through whatever is blocking us right now. Generating that internal heat, that fire. And also meeting your body where you're at. Big toes touch, bend your knees, empty your lungs. Step, jump, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, slowly, hands down through heart center, back beside. Good, shake it out. Good job. So warming up our body, our first salutations. And now we're gonna keep moving. Ready, Freddie? Okay, stand at the top of your mat. Big toes touch. Bend into your knees, shift your bum back, come into your chair pose. And so for some of us, chair pose, you might need your feet a little bit wider apart. That's cool too. Just make sure those knees are kind of tracking open. Even here, you can think about pushing your knees together, but also trying to push them apart. So it might feel like your ankles are touching more, and then the inside of your legs are trying to root apart. Not root apart, but you know. Hands together at heart center, take a big breath in. And then exhale, twist over toward the left. Maybe sink your bum down a little bit more, and the weight shifts into your heels. Good. Staying where you are. Shift the weight into your left foot. Come up onto those tiptoes of your right foot. Look down to the ground. Step your right foot back down and long. Yes. High crescent lunge with a twist. And if you notice that knee's starting to bend in or your heel's coming up, think about shooting your heel back and then lifting through your hips. Awesome. Feel free to stay here, or if you want, maybe your left fingertips come, so it's right fingertips down the ground, left arm reaches up. Revolved high lunge. Hands together at heart center, lower your back knee. Untwist, come back through center. This time, arms reach up, bend deeply into your front knee, tiny little back bend here. Exhale, fingertips down to the ground. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, push back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right away, big toes touch, deeply bend your knees, step, jump, float, feet to hands. Come into it right away, chair pose. Whew. We're spicy today. Here we go. Hands together at heart center, big breath in. Exhale, twist over towards the right. And see if you can try and stack your elbows, one on top of the other. So left elbow is pointing down, right elbow is pointing up. Shift the weight into your right foot. Come onto the tiptoes of your left. With control, step your left foot back down and long. And lift a little bit more through your hips. Keep a deep bend in that right knee. Maybe you open your wings here, maybe not. Remember to breathe. Hands together back at heart center. Lower your back knee, unravel. Low lunge, tiny little back bend. Fingertips come back down to the ground. Push back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, cobra up dog. Your choice, 3 breaths in child pose or down dog. I'd using this time to come back to yourself. Reach your fingertips a little bit more forward. If you're in child's pose, meaning back in down dog. Again, one more time. Step, jump, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, back beside. Give a little bit of a shake. Oh, catching our breath. Staying at the top of your mat, shift the weight into your left leg. Wrap your right leg around. We haven't done this one in so long, coming into eagle. So for some of us, those toes might wrap around your ankle. For others, it might not be accessible today. And then your left arm reaches underneath your right. And maybe your palms touch. If not, if you have any shoulder injuries, you could always grab your opposite shoulder blades. So in your eagle, just like what we were doing in chair pose, shifting your bum back and trying to shift the weight a little bit more into your heels. Try and reach your elbows up a little bit higher and straighten out your back as if you're trying to push your back against a wall. And then maybe you start to bring your elbow and knee to touch, and then straightening out through the middle of your back. Woo. 2 more times, use your exhale. Bring your elbow and knee to touch, and then back up. Whew. Let's do that 1 more.
Wait, was that 3? If it wasn't 3, add another. Counting, not my forte. Standing yourself back on up. Shift the weight into your left foot. Draw that right knee in towards you. Whew. Open up your arms wide. From here, tip and hinge coming into your airplane pose. So I want us to work on our standing balancing poses today. 1, because they suck. And 2, standing balancing poses have been proven to support our osteoporosis health. So increase our bone density so that when we age, our bones won't be so prone to breaking. Try and square off your hips. Your right toes are pointing down. Hands can be on your hips, straight ahead. We're at heart center. And then release your fingertips down, standing L splits. Reach your hands a little bit more forward. Lift up your chest and draw that right knee behind your left. Kind of in this weird shrimpy position. And then your inhale to come back into your standing splits or L. Exhale, shrimpy. Inhale, straighten out. One more time, exhale. Inhale. Step your right foot back down in long, plant your palms. 3-leg down dog. Roll open your hip here. Continue to find a lift through your right armpit. Square yourself off to your mat. Ripple forward, 3-leg high plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And again, your choice, 3 breaths in child's pose or down dog. Whew. You're doing a great job so far. Keep it up. If you're in child's pose, coming back to your down dog, looking to the top of your mat, step, jump, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Whew. Inhale, root to rise, arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through heart center, back beside. Shake it out. So this time, shifting the weight into your right leg. And your left leg is going to wrap around for eagle legs. And again, arms reach out, right arm underneath left. Just like what my teacher said, what is in the way is the way. So check out what your mindset is. Can you sit into the discomfort? Reach your elbows up a little bit higher. Bring your torso up more. And as you exhale, bring your elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, straightening out through your spine. Exhale, it's almost like a standing abdominal crunch here. Let's try it one more time. Opening your arms out wide, drawing your left knee in towards you. Hands on your hips, tip and hinge, airplane pose or warrior 3. Square your hips, lift through your inner thigh, good. Whew. Stay here for another 2 breaths, you've got this. Fingertips down. L shape or standing splits. Whew. Reach your fingertips a little bit more forward. Exhale, draw that left knee behind your right, gaze goes forward. Exhale, inhale to standing splits. Exhale, curl and round, but chest comes forward. Inhale to straighten out. One more time. Reach it back, step your left foot back down and long, plant your palms, push back, 3-leg down dog, open up. Right heel towards your left bum. Push down through your hands, try and bring your torso a little closer towards your left thigh. Square your hips, straighten out that right leg. Inhale, ripple forward, 3-leg high plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, let's all meet in child's pose. And come back to your breath. Maybe notice what parts of your body you're feeling this heat. Hands come a little more forward. Coming back up to tabletop. Tucking your toes, push back, down dog. I'm laughing because I'm like, God, how many more down dogs can we do here? I know, I feel you. We're there. We're in this together. Right leg reaches high. And then exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest. And then plant it behind your right hand. If you need a block or something for half moon, please feel free to grab it. Otherwise, right fingertips come off your mat to the right far corner and left leg picks up. So a few options, you can keep your left fingertips down on the ground, or maybe you start to open up those left toes that are in the air. Keep your foot really flexed like you're trying to push against the back wall. Lift through your inner thigh. And it doesn't really matter about the height of this left leg. I want you to think more about rotating that hip open. And that left arm could float up. You can relax your head. Look down, bring both hands down to the ground. Draw your left knee in towards you and then step it to the outside of your right foot. So your pinky toes are kissing, your left foot is over towards the right. And for some of us, depending how tight your hips are feeling, even your glute medius, hands on the ground does not feel the best. So you could always bring your hands onto your shins or on your hips. Maybe relax your chin in towards you. Reach your right fingertips again towards the top right corner of your mat. Uncross that left leg and then reach it up again. Come back into your half moon. Yes, I know, you can do this. Fingertips down, plant your palms, step back, down dog. Walk your feet in 2, 3, 4 inches. Right hand reaches for the outside of your left leg, drawing it over and across, just like what we did at the start of our practice. And then switch sides. Left hand comes back down. Inhale, left leg reaches high. Exhale, draw your knee in towards your chest, plant it behind your left hand. Left fingertips far off your mat to the left side. Shifting your weight into that left leg, reach up through that right thigh. Foot is flexed. Maybe your right hand comes off the ground, maybe it doesn't. Think about opening your hips to the right. Right hand comes back down, squaring your hips. Draw your right knee in towards you and then crossing it over. Maybe your pinkies touch, maybe they don't. Maybe your hands stay on the ground. Maybe they don't. Ooh. Gosh, there's always one side that's way tighter than the other, hey? Left fingertips far over towards the left side, unraveling your legs. Come back into your half moon. What's in our way is the way. You can do this. You are here now. Maybe reach that heel up a little bit higher. And then fingertips down, push back into your down dog. Shorten your stance. Right away, left hand to the outside of your right leg. Look up under your right armpit. Let your head drop. Left hand down, switch sides. Come back through center. Step your feet back if they're walked in closer. And then lower yourself all the way down. Plant your palms under your shoulders, roll your shoulders back and down. Try and think about squeezing your shoulder blades together as you inhale, come into your cobra. And if you can, maybe float your hands off the ground. Yeah, so really having to activate through your back muscles here. Maybe reach your chest up a little bit more, push your toenails into the ground. Lower yourself back down. Tuck your toes, push back into your child's pose. Walk your hands over towards the right, maybe interlacing your left fingers into those of your right. And then back through center, over towards the left. And then back through center. Rippling yourself on up to tabletop. Shift your knees over to one side, your bum to the other, and then coming down to seated. One of my favorites, cow face Gokumasana. Right heel is down towards your left bum cheek, and then remove the flesh away from your sitting bones. Yeah. Feet are flexed to help protect your knees. And you could stay here. There's actually a couple of variations for you today. So this is one of those things where it's like some days it feels good, some days it doesn't. Maybe you want to find like a double cow face. Ugh, since we've done a little bit of work through our shoulders with eagle, is maybe your right arm reaches up and your left arm reaches back. And maybe those fingertips touch, maybe they don't. Oops. If not, your left hand can come onto your right elbow, run it closer towards center, and then soften through your ribs. And if that's not available for you today, you could turn this into a twist this way. You could tip and hinge and fold. Ooh. Or just stay seated upright, depending how you feel. Then straightening out your right leg underneath you, coming into another variation of a twist. Two choices. You could grab onto that leg, twisting to the left. Maybe you hook your right elbow to the outside of that left leg. And important, can you make sure those right toes are pointing up towards the ceiling? And clench your jaw, relax your head, relax your shoulders. And then come back through center. Ooh. Left sole of your foot to your inner right thigh. Try again, move a little bit more of a flesh away from your sitting bones. Try and tip your pelvis forward, arms reach up. And then exhale, fold over your front leg. And coming back on up. Ooh. Switcheroni. This time that left leg is coming down close to your right bum cheek. Shifting. I just like, why in yoga do we always say move the flesh away from your sitting bones? It sounds so gross, like kind of Hannibal Lecter stuff. So if you've got a better term, just let me know. I'll work on it for next time. And again, maybe you want to find double cow face where, yeah, those fingertips touch, squaring your chest off to the front because you'll have a tendency to lean more to the left. Soften through your rib cage. Gaze is still forward and up. Or twisty, twisty, or up or folded. Whew. Drawing your right leg up towards you, left leg outstretched, toes pointing up. Your choice for a twist. And back through center, right sole of your foot on your inner left thigh. Shift your bum, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Slowing your breath down. Can you still be here in your body on your mat? Eyes back on up. And then stretch your legs out at the base of your mat. Give them a little bit of a shake. Ooh. Kind of like on super speed when you're on the Coquihalla Highway. Sorry, Esther. Kind of like the Autobahn. Point your toes. Arms reach out like you're holding a giant beach ball, or you're like in a dance in grade 7. Gonna make sure there's lots of room. And then slowly curl your tailbone underneath you. Roll yourself down. Go for a count of 5, 4. Keep your toes pointed. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. All the way down. Bend your knees. Feet are on the ground. Open your arms out wide or T-shape. Shift your hips over toward the left. And let's start with our twists with wrapping your left leg around, just like what you did in eagle leg standing. Take a big breath in. And then use your exhale to tip over towards the right. Ooh. So if you make your way into the shape, and you notice that left arm doesn't want to stay down, that's great. Don't worry about that. You can bring your left hand either onto your hip or your stomach. And if you make your way into this twist and you can't breathe, or you're restricting your breath, or your face is making like you just, I don't know, are sucking on a lemon, it's probably too much. So you can come back out of it and stack your knees. This is the practice of listening to your body and adjusting the pose to suit yourself. So as you lay here in your twist, We'll do this on this side and the next, practicing a little bit of choiceless mindfulness. So when you notice different sounds, you could silently say hearing, hearing. Or feeling sensations in your body, maybe the temperature of the room, you could say feeling, feeling. If your mind starts to wander, thinking, thinking. Letting that go for the moment as you make your way out of the shape. Unraveling, shift your hips over towards the right. Maybe your right leg wraps around the left for eagle legs. Open your arms out again. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, tip over towards the left. Right away, coming into thinking, hearing, feeling. Three more breaths here. Knees coming back through center. Uncrossing your legs. Plant your feet as wide as your mat. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Or maybe you'd like to take a happy baby, a bridge, or any other shapes that you feel called to do before you make your way into your final pose of rest. So we're going to take about 4 minutes in your Shavasana. And perhaps for those 4 minutes, you'd like to come back to that choiceless mindfulness of feeling, hearing, thinking, or giving yourself permission to totally zone in or zone out. feeling, hearing, thinking. Feeling, hearing, thinking. And then starting to deepen your breath. Feeling yourself return into your body. And in your choice, if you'd like to finish your practice lying down where you are, or maybe you'd like to make your way up to seated. Hands in any shape that represents any of the practice for you today. Taking a big breath in and out. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. In lieu of the Monday class, we will have class on Friday, which will be a chill practice. So I hope you can all make it. Link is same as always. And if you have any feedback, comments, questions, know I'm open. I look forward to us continuing this journey throughout the fall. Good job today. Way to go. Appreciate each and every one of you. Awesome. I know it totally feels like fall and we're back at it, right? All right, everyone, take care.